Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for November 14th, 2025. We've got allies yet again, as well as adventures and corn guilds. Alrighty. Oh, I guess I didn't show off the landscapes and the split cards and the other cards. So we've got not much in the way of draw, just the stuff from the split piles. And I guess warrior. So yeah, blacksmith. Blacksmith with once you get champion down is just, you know, at worst is straightforwardly a lab. Potentially be better as well. Like you can be non-terminal, like draw to 6, or with the elder you can do the draw to 6 and then draw another couple cards. And then there's also Sybil, which unfortunately you can't swap into. You could T-Mog into it though, I guess. But you'd have to want to get an herb gatherer, which I don't know if you want to do here. In any case, so yeah, the draw is definitely on the weak side. Plus actions, obviously champion gives you all the actions you could ever want. Before that point, though, there is no plus actions. Well, I guess there's market towns. You can place actions at the start of your buy phase. There's also just not a lot of demand on terminal space here, so I don't think that's too much of a limitation. But you can also, we could all, like, play with a bauble or something and get some market towns and use that to play a couple terminals per turn if needed before you need a champion. I guess the point at which that's most likely to be needed is like getting through warrior and hero while also still trying to play like sentinel maybe. Yeah, so trashing wise, speaking of which, we've got T-Mog, Sentinel, Acolyte. I don't expect to see play. I'm actually thinking opening T-Mog, Sentinel, and then aiming to T-Mog into Page. Should be pretty good. And then gains, Bauble is plus buy, Herb Gatherer is plus buy, Swap can turn cheap stuff into more expensive stuff. There's Ball to gain multiple cheap cards. So yeah, I think Ball looks pretty relevant once you get a swap into your deck. And I think potentially there is a role for Sycophant because of that as well, to the extent that the favors are relevant, which, you know, once you get a champion down, they shouldn't be, I guess. At least I'm struggling to see why, once you have all the actions you want, like if you could play it like at any point in your buy phase, maybe there would be some relevance to that. But at the beginning of your buy phase, I don't think you're really going to care about that versus like the end of your action phase. So there may be a part of the game where you want Sycophant for market towns and then you swap out of it, but it's probably not going to be the most important thing. Anyway, yeah, I want to do T-Mog Sentinel, as I already mentioned. Oh, you just have Ball, do you? Well, that's not cool. And they get a young witch. I guess that does... I mean, I'm still going to get Sentinel. I guess that does push getting an Herb Gatherer a little bit. Okay, so... probably go ahead and just buy a page here. The question is, do we want to keep any estates around for T-Mog, or do we just want to trash them as aggressively as we can with the Sentinel? We do want to hit 5 at some point. I think we just trash. Take the page. Okay. Now we could take a town crier. Gives us the option to like rotate to blacksmith and T-Mog. Not next turn, but I guess we're probably going to call the T-Mog next turn, so that's as appealing. We could take the herb gatherer because of young witch. We are ultimately going to get champion though. And we have the sentinel, so like we've got trashing. I don't know. I don't know about herb gatherer. Town Crier can also function as a silver for us to hit 5, so that's consideration as well. Yeah, let's just get the Town Crier. I didn't even play the Young Witch. Okay. We just go ahead and take a second page. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. Especially since we bottom decked this one. And we didn't see the Town Crier, so we didn't get to rotate, so we don't have the option to take a blacksmith. Maybe we should just take a bauble. We are going to want one, presumably. I mean, I guess in the long run, Herb Gatherer is maybe arguably better than Bauble, since it's not a stop card. I just don't want one yet. Bauble can also do top decking stuff, which could be nice. Really do want to hit 5 at some point. We do have the Town Crier coming up, though, so it's at least conceivable that we will this turn. I think I'm going to take the Bauble. All right, now we do have our estate down there that we could T-Mog into a blacksmith. But on the other hand, does blacksmith actually do very much for us next turn? Probably not. I'm gonna buy a swap. That much I know. Let's see, next turn, we're gonna have State, Sentinel. Is it just 3 coppers? Have we really only trashed 2 copper? That doesn't seem like it can be right, does it? Because we played Sentinel twice, haven't we? Trashed 2 copper there, and we trashed... Yeah, so I'm missing a card. Oh, the Bauble. Okay. I'm just trying to think of what else I would T-Mog the estate into... I mean, I guess it could be Herb Gatherer and just use Market Towns to play it. We can get a favor back with Bauble if we want to. Yeah, okay. I think I'm not going to rotate. Just take the swap. If we... Yeah, if we take Herb Gatherer here, we do... we do hit 5 because we can play the silver. So we could ball. Or we could take another swap. We don't actually have that many targets for swap yet, so maybe we'd prefer to ball anyway. Another question is, should we, if we take the Herb Gatherer, should we rotate? Maybe. So... Alright, I think we go coin favor ball. And we could just take like double Caravan Guard or something. Like, perfectly happy to swap the Caravan Guards, but if we get to react them, that's fine too. Could take a Sycophant to have more Market Towns favors, but we don't need them right now. I think I'll just do the double Caravan Guard thing. Really? Ugh. Don't want to return the frickin' treasure hunter. Ugh. Damn it. That was terrible. Guess we could take another Caravan Guard. I don't know. Crashes a treasure hunter into a gold. That's a choice. We actually are going to need all these favors. Do we want Blacksmith yet? Maybe. Okay, here we go. We probably want to play Sentinel first. God damn it, I can't find the fucking curses. I guess we want to play Herb Gatherer last. I actually wouldn't mind getting an Acolyte just to be able to trash into Sybil. But we don't have anything for it to trash. Maybe we just rotate. All right. Definitely want another favor. We just take another swap. It's annoying that we haven't been able to line anything up with the swap, but would like to do that. Okay, I guess we'll play the Caravan Guard, sure. Going for double Sorceress. Okay. I don't know what to do with this T-Mog now. I'm just not going to do anything. We do have another swap down there, and I think another Caravan Guard. We could go favor top deck and ball for more of them and have more swap targets. We could get the... We could also get a blacksmith. If we get to our champion, the blacksmith will be a lot better. Just take double blacksmith in anticipation of that and not worry about them not doing much this coming turn. I think that's pretty reasonable. Actually, if we're going to do that, though, we don't need to top deck them. Top decking them doesn't really do anything. Then again, either just taking a coin or a buy. Well, if we take a buy, we can just buy 2 blacksmiths, I guess. Sure, okay. Okay, we definitely want that. I think we stick with warrior for now. I can see wanting another hero later, but right now we need draw. Gone all in on the sorceresses, including trashing that acolyte, which means they no longer have an easy way to gain Sybil. So that's good news. Still don't really see much that I want to do with this T-Mog. Okay, I think we turn the Caravan Guard into a skirmisher. That bot doesn't have a champion. We can attack with that. Damn it. This time we might want to play the Sentinel second because it makes it more likely that we can manipulate our champion towards the top of the deck. I wonder if we should take the bauble here just so we have the favor. Probably. Rotate that, but I don't want... I can't get Sibyl yet, so... I'm not going to... Well, okay. Let's take the skirmisher. Guess I'll just play all of these. The fact that we haven't managed to trash any of these curses is ridiculous. Is ridiculous. I don't think I want to team hug again. Swap Town Crier into another blacksmith. I don't know that. No, we can't do that. Never mind. That champion is down there. It's down there. Okay. There we go. Bang. Okay, order doesn't matter here. Maybe there's some reason it will matter later. Nope. Oh, good. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, we bottom decked the Herb Gatherer, which we actually could have used for the plus buy. Damn it. Well, we don't need favors anymore. Coin, we probably don't need either. I think we just go buy top deck. I'm wondering about taking a Young Witch here because it can discard the curses for Sentinel, and the bot doesn't have champion up yet, and then we can swap out of it. So I want to top deck a Sibyl, and then we ball for like Young Witch Blacksmith. We might now have the draw to get a hero. Just added a couple draw cards. I think that's worthwhile. Still don't know what to do with this T-Mog. Skirmisher into Sibyl would be a pretty obvious move. But let's Herb Gatherer and play this gold. And let's take this for coins. We could rotate towards Miller, but I'd rather just pick up the Blacksmith this turn and then rotate to Elder next turn, I think. Hey, there's a curse going into the discard pile. And draw to 6. Okay. What do we want to swap the Caravan Guard into? We don't have a Skirmisher in play yet, so maybe we wait on that. Still don't have one in play. There we go. Okay, so we can do Sybil, curse, Sentinel, trash the curses. Hero. This time we do have 3 buys. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I think we take the gold here. And then swap. We could just take the last blacksmith. We could also take another T-Mog if we want it. We're not really doing anything with the T-Mogs. Are there T-Mogs in the trash, or like what? Why the bot has 3? Oh, they know they are all on the mat. Okay. I kind of want to buy double Sybil blacksmith. That could be. We do have 1 copper left, but we could also like swap out of the Sentinel this turn, or next turn rather. In which case, maybe we do just take the T-Mog. I don't really know. It's something to have, I guess. Wait, why did I think that I was only just going to have enough money for double Sybil blacksmith? Also, I guess I don't need the coin. We want to do draw to 6 with blacksmith. We don't necessarily want to top deck Sybil, but that seems a lot to ask, unless we're like going to take a sycophant or something and play it. I mean, I guess we could. We could top deck 1 Sybil, no, if we take sycophant, then never mind. Okay, I guess we're not going to top deck these. Glad you have all these sorceresses. Alright, so we do have to be a little concerned about the bot getting a bunch of provinces at once with their T-Mogs. So we should probably try to take a points lead this turn. Plus, I mean, we got all the draw, so... Do. Playing the Sentinel doesn't accomplish much. I would like to swap it. Yeah, let's just herb gather a gold into play. I think we don't rotate here. I'm not really sure whether the bot cares more about having buys or like acolyte to gain golds, but I'm gonna say it's the latter. Well, wait, hold on. We could trash the copper. Let's do it. We could start swapping into Elder. Da, 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 da. I think we might want to draw with the Town Crier. Now do we want another bauble? I don't know. I mean, I'd like to get to at least 21. We did just replace a Young Witch with an Elder. We had 18, potentially 18 last time. We got that Sycophant playoff. I think we take. I think we take Bauble. Okay. Well, can top deck Elder Blacksmith if we don't need the money. 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We kind of do need the money. Okay. Top deck. Just the blacksmith, maybe? We'll just do this. Actually, we can do this. And this to do the attack. And then we just go ahead and play this. And we can top deck this blacksmith. All right, so buy coin. I top deck. So I want a province. Wanna... We top deck Elder Blacksmith Sycophant. Then the Sycophant can't discard 3 cards while we still have Elder and Blacksmith. So I guess we probably just do Sycophant Blacksmith. And then do... just take an Elder, but don't top deck it. And then... guess we could top deck a Caravan Guard, and maybe we react it, and maybe we don't. Yeah. Okay, now we could actually do play Sybil and then do Sycophant Elder Blacksmith. Okay. So they've got the back to 3 T-Mogs and they got another one. Yeah, again, I'm not really seeing... I mean, probably we're just saving these T-Mogs for provinces if it comes to that, but maybe also we can get, like... I mean, we should certainly be able to get 3 provinces this turn. I don't know about 4. But... so yeah, if we do Sybil... top deck that, bottom deck that, I guess. Does that make sense? Maybe we should top deck the Blacksmith. Okay. Wait, do they have their champion? Yeah, they have their champion play. So why was it waiting for them? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, we can do more Sycophant Blacksmith stuff. Maybe we discard the Sybil this time. Coins, don't rotate. This has got to be a gold at this point. Draw to 6. Oh no. Wait, what is it even reacting to? Is it choosing not to play Caravan Guard? Is that what's going on? Because I haven't gained a skirmisher. It must be the Caravan Guard thing. Ugh. Why is it taking so long for it to decide every time? Ugh. All right, we have our swap down here. We can swap the Sentinel. All right. Top deck gold, bottom deck province. Let's get a gold into play. Swap. Sentinel. And it's tempting to take another Sycophant. There is a limit to how many of those we should have, though. Could also take another Herb Gatherer. Get ourselves another buy. Might be relevant. Yeah, sure. Okay, so now 23, 24, 25, 26, 29, 30. There's another bauble down there, 31. So we should be able to get to double sorry, 4 provinces. What is the other card down there? I think it's another silver. Yeah, we had 2 silver. We've had 2 silvers. So we could top deck a blacksmith with the Sybil. Do we have any use for the swap? Not that I'm seeing. So I think we just play Skirmisher and use Sybil to top deck these 2. Yeah, I guess we didn't need the extra buy from the Herb Gatherer, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. So I think we just want to top deck one. Oh wait, did I not take top deck? And buy top deck. Oh no, it's probably the don't top deck bad cards thing. How do I? I want to top deck 1 province, and then boop boop boop. It occurs to me, I wasn't even thinking about this, but having the swap on top means we can swap into Sycophant and then do the Sycophant Blacksmith thing if we want. So that's pretty nice. Not that it probably matters since we can just mill provinces, but got a duchy. Okay, good job. I mean, we can surely do this without T-mogging. Like, there's no way that we don't hit double province, basically. Double province, that's 12 points. If we get all 5 duchies, that's 15 points. But we can probably get some duchies anyway. Yeah, let's just do the thing. Sorry, Elder. You are not as valuable. Ooh. Okay. At this point, we just... I mean, we could swap into another sycophant, I guess. We did that. Boop, boop, boop. Well, that's still pretty good anyway, even without swapping. Yeah, this deck kind of goes off. We can do it again. Well, we didn't quite end up drawing the deck, but I think it's okay. We did, in fact, get all 5 of the duchies. Huzzah. Okay. Yeah, obviously that was unnecessary, but yeah. So the cursing was annoying, I will admit, but I think in the end it was fine to ignore it. We got champion down fast enough, and we had good enough trashing. But the real difference maker here was that the bot just never put very much stuff into its deck. Like, it did get 1 Sybil, but it didn't touch the blacksmiths. And that was actually where most of my draw was coming from. Like, obviously Sybil draws some cards, but the blacksmith draw to X stuff was doing a lot of work. A lot of work. So, yeah, and the sycophant, I wasn't really looking at sycophant blacksmith as being like the way to go at the start of the game, because that's not going to be like consistent. But when you have the combination of the top decking and swap, it turns out, yeah, you can do some work with that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.